Hey guys, FirstinWeather here. We're about a few hours away from Winter Storm Toby impacting Central Virginia, and this is basically my final video for this storm. And I have an updated snowfall map. But first, I'm going to go through some of the weather models with you guys and basically see what's going on, what they're predicting. And yeah, so let's get started. So this is the GFS model. This is the 18Z run, and this latest run, interestingly, has a band of heavy snow forming right over Richmond in a band that, as you can see right here. And I'm just not buying this. I don't know what the GFS model is doing, but the heaviest snow is going to be over in this area, not here. And plus, temperatures will be very marginal, so I don't think this area is going to really see that much. I think this is very badly overdone by the GFS, and I think this band right here is going to be concentrated more in this area. And the latest model runs are supporting this by showing the heaviest snow being in this area. And unfortunately, the latest model runs are kind of backing down. And earlier today, it was looking like Central Virginia could see a good 3, 4, 5 inches of snow. Well, at least that's what I was thinking. But now it's looking like we're going to see mostly the 1 to 2 to 3 inch range. But okay, so this is just the GFS model. Now, if we go to the NAM 3KM, the high resolution, you can see this latest run. Look at this. What is this? This is nothing for us. For our area, what is that? Only about 1 to 2 inches at most. And this is not even the positive snow depth change. If we go to the positive snowfall, total positive snow depth change, what's that? That's only a ½ inch at most. And look at this. The NAM 3KM is calling for calling it for an inch in DC2, which is just, I don't even know what to say from this. I'm just not even buying this either. I definitely think we're going to see more significant snows in this area. I don't know about this area, but this area will definitely see more significant snows. And this definitely is not good news for snow lovers. Even though I don't agree with it, it's a trend. And if the model is showing the significant decrease in snowfall this close to the storm, especially when the NAM tends to overdo precipitation, that's quite concerning. I don't know what to think about. I don't know what to think about this, but it's not good for snow lovers, especially north of here. And that's what the other NAM models are saying. Then if we go to the HRR model, go to total snowfall. Let's see. Take this through. The HRR model, excuse me, is calling for a good 1 to 4 inches. And one thing I've noticed is all the weather models have a tight gradient over Central Virginia. So Eastern Henrico might see an inch, while the West End might see 4 or 5 inches in snowfall, not accounting for the melting and the high sun angle during March. So that would be about ½ an inch in the East End and about 2 inches in the West End. So almost all the weather models have a very sharp gradient from the West End to the East End, and that's something that's really interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And one more thing I want to talk about is that this storm has a high bust potential. There's a good chance, especially in our area where things are not that certain, especially if we get caught in a dry slot. And essentially what that is we go to the precipitation. If we get caught in this dry slot, if this thing goes about 20 miles east, we're nothing. We're going to get absolutely nothing. A big X. We're going to get 0 inches of snow. If this dry slot right here goes just 20 miles east, we're screwed. We're not going to get anything at all. If it goes 20 miles to the east, excuse me, I meant to say, so if it goes 20 miles to the west, we're screwed. And if it goes 20 miles to the east, we're going to get much more snow than expected, since temperatures will be colder and because we'll see heavier snowfall rates. So again, it all depends on this dry slot right here. What happens with this dry slot? And if we go to GFS real quick, go to the regional view, United States. So this is the 18Z, then this is the 12Z, 6Z. And so it looks like it's been trending slightly eastward on this model. And then if we go to the NAM model, let's see what it's saying on this. So the precipitation shield has been trending westward. If you look at this, so you can see it's quite clear that the precipitation shield has been trending westward, leaving us with very light snow, which essentially would not even stick, since due to the high sun angle and temperatures being very marginal. So that's also interesting. So again, that just proves my point that this is a high bust potential system. We could end up getting an inch of snow, or we could end up getting 6 inches of snow. It's really uncertain, but right now I think our best bet is somewhere in between that. And now, without further ado, here's my snow map for tomorrow. So here it is. I think in Northern Virginia, and especially in the Shenandoah Valley, the mountains, higher elevations, you guys can get 5 to 10 inches, and I wouldn't be surprised if some areas get up to 12, maybe 14 inches of snow, especially in some of the areas in higher elevations, and if you get stuck in a heavier snow band. In this purple area, I think 3 to 6 inches is a pretty good bet. You're going to see some heavier snowfall rates. The rain will change to snow at an earlier time. And I think 3 to 6 inches is looking likely there. Now in this blue area, I think 2 to 5 inches is looking quite likely. And this ranges from the Virginia coast all the way down into the Shenandoah Valley. It includes counties like western Goochland, southeastern Louisa, Fluvanna, counties like those. And then in this blue area, this light blue, I'm going to go with 1 to 4 inches. So Chesterfield, central and northern Chesterfield, almost all of Henrico, Farmville, Powhatan, all those areas. I think we're going to get about 1 to 4 inches, and that could be a very tight gradient. So we could see 1 inch right here, then 2 inches right here, 3 inches right here, 4 inches right here. It's going to be very tight. That's my point. It's going to be a very tight gradient. Or what could end up happening is, if this storm goes a little bit to the northeast, this 0 to 1 inch line for the southeastern portion of the state could go all the way up, and that would not be good for snow lovers in our area. So if the system goes a little bit to the north and east, we're gonna get this 0 to 1 inch line creep. And it's gonna creep into our area. If it goes a little bit to the west, we could also get stuck in the dry slot and also get this thing, the 0 to 1 inch thing. So it's very, very, very close, and just the difference of 20 miles could allow us to see a lot of snow or very little snow. So it's going to be a very tough forecast, and I think it essentially just depends on luck. Where those snow bands set up, where those heavy bands set up, and where does that dry slot set up. Like for example, right now it's looking like we're going to see that dry slot setting up somewhere right here. Alright, if that changes, if that goes right here, we're completely screwed. We're not going to get any snow at all. Maybe 0 to 1 inch. If this dry slot goes a little farther east, we're going to get these 2 to 5 inch bands, and they're going to move into our area. So it's a very tricky forecast, but right now I think this is what I'm going with right now. So 1 to 4 inches for the metro area. Some areas could see slightly higher amounts, some areas could see slightly lower amounts, depending on where you get those bands of snow. And finally, I think north of the DC area, you could see 12 to 18 inches of snow potentially in some of the heavier bands. Philadelphia, New York, you guys are going to get pounded with snow. And yeah, guys, that's about it. I think for school tomorrow, I'm not sure, because temperatures, if you do get a good amount of snow, schools will be closed because the snow will stick on the roads, especially since the snow will move in before sunrise, and because temperatures are already around 33, 34 degrees. So it's going to be the snow will stick on the sidewalks, making it unsafe for children to walk to school. So that will be a big factor in canceling school. The question is, how much snow will we get? If we get half an inch of snow, we're going to school tomorrow for sure. If we get 4 inches of snow, we're definitely not going to school on Wednesday and maybe even Thursday. So that's the big question. And unfortunately, with these March snowstorms, there's always a lot of uncertainty for some reason. And there's just always a lot of uncertainty when it comes to March snowstorms, and that's also due to this high sun angle, the warmer temperatures that we usually see. So it just makes everything really tricky to forecast. But right now, again, I'm going with 1 to 4 inches of snow. 1 inch could give us school, 4 inches could give us no school. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for updates tomorrow. If we do have school tomorrow, I won't be able to give you an update, and when I come back, I'll make a video of what went wrong, why we didn't see that much snow. If we don't have school tomorrow, I'll make a video tomorrow explaining, giving an update on the snowfall forecast for our area. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.